Welcome to Bacalar, Mexico's lake of 7 colours. It's a freshwater paradise that looks more like the Maldives, but with a secret that's literally billions of years old. I'm Libby, and today we're exploring one of the most unique ecosystems on the planet. This is Ocean to Jungle, and this is my guide to Bacalar. Mexico had been a bit of a shock to our backpacker budget, and prices have absolutely rocketed lately. So, in a desperate attempt to save our pesos, Dave and I ditched the fancy first class Adio bus and opted for the second class local route from Campeche. It was half the price, but twice the drama. And why is the AC always set to Tundra level? After quite a few stops along the way and a journey that took us just over 8 hours in total, we finally made it to Chetumal, where we changed bus for a bus to Bacalar. Bacalar isn't actually the sea, it's a 42-kilometre long freshwater lake. The crazy colours come from the white limestone bottom and the varying depths. And historically this place was a magnet for pirates coming in from the Caribbean via the Hondo River, which is why you'll see the fort of San Felipe standing guard over the town. Today it's a bit more chilled yoga vibes and less swashbuckling, and it's full of tourists, especially Mexican internal tourists as well. One of the only ways to really see the lake is to book on a half-day boat tour. We're not a big fan of boat tours usually, but ours didn't have that many people on it, so it wasn't too bad in the end. The first stop was Cenote Negro, a literal black hole in the lake that drops from a few metres to a staggering 180 metres deep. It's a perfect, if slightly terrifying, circle. Then we moved on to Cenote Esmeralda. The water here is only about waist deep, but the cenote itself is 40 metres down. They're quite strict about the life jackets here, so if you want to swim over the deep bits, you've got to embrace the human buoy look. Next was Cocalitos, where we got our first glimpse of the Stromatolites. More on those later. But even these younger Stromatolites are over 1 billion years old. After a flyby of Bird Island, which was absolutely teeming with wood storks, and kind of a good happy birder moment, we hit the Pirate Canal. Honestly, this bit was a bit boring. The water was way too cloudy for snorkeling, and we were stuck in the shallow sandy bits. It was a gorgeous view and amazing colours of the water, but not exactly the underwater explorer vibe that we were hoping for. Thankfully, the food in Bacalar is top tier, and if you're vegan, you have to hit Mango and Chile. Their burgers are legendary. We also found some incredible tacos and a burrito made with hibiscus flower at Mi Burrito, which was kind of weird, but actually amazing. We ate there nearly every day. If you're on a budget, head to the public swimming area. It's free, has a great decking for diving, and is the perfect spot for sunset. It does get a little bit sardines in a tin busy, but for 0 pesos, you really can't complain. And if you head back after sunset, make sure to look out for bats in the Central Park. The highlight of our trip in Bacalar was Los Rapidos. This area to the north of Bacalar town is where the lake is forced through a small channel. That gives it a kind of rapids-like feel. You pay a small entry fee to the restaurant, which gives you access to the full area. This includes a wooden path that you can walk down to get to the top of the rapids. Then you jump in the water and float along. It was quite busy here at times, but to maximise the entrance fee, we decided to spend all day here and even stayed for lunch. So there was times where there was a lull and it was nice and quiet and we had the water all to ourselves. There's also quite a lot of seating areas in the restaurant, and we managed to find this little spot in the shade, which was perfect. And if you have a mask and snorkel, definitely take it with you, because the crystal clear water is full of freshwater fish. And look at these rocks lining the channel. They aren't actually rocks, they're stromatolites. These are living colonies of cyanobacteria and are one of the oldest life forms on Earth. We're talking 3.5 billion years old. These structures were also responsible for the Great Oxidation Event. They essentially breathed out all of the oxygen that allows complex life, including us, to evolve. And they're incredibly fragile because they grow so slowly. So please, if you visit, do not touch them. Bacalar really surprised us. It's unique, it's vibrant, and even with a slightly dodgy boat tour, the Rapids made it one of our favourite stops in Mexico. If you want the full guide on how we did this independently, then head over to my blog at oceantojungle.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!